So, I actually have something that I've wanted to talk about for a while. It's a little bit self-indulgent, because I'm going to be talking about one of my own videos. I'm sure most people here are from my YouTube channel, so they probably have seen the Halo video. I actually have some interesting behind-the-scenes information about it, because this video was really hard to make, and in ways that are completely unobvious. Or at least, I hope they are. I tried to make them as unobvious as possible. This video started around here. This was the first thing I recorded, was me playing Halo on the iMac. And already I knew that this was going to be like a complicated process, because I needed to record not just my camera and my microphone, but also the computer and its sound, which can be a little complicated. But where it really got complicated was this bit. So there's a bit where this segment ends and a new segment begins where my hair is shorter. This segment was where Halo actually worked, and I felt really good about it because I was like, it's all working, it's interesting, I thought, and it's fun. But there's something you'll notice if you look at these shots. So, light mode. Sorry about that. I'm not signed in. There we go. Much better. Okay. Here, you can see I've got my microphone in this shot. Here, I don't. Here's what happened. The first segment that I recorded, what had happened was, as I was recording, and I was recording all my audio onto my NAS, my network attached storage. I was recording straight to it. And there's a point where I get a crash report on this iMac, and I'm like, oh, I should send a crash report. Oh no, I'm giving myself money. Oh no, anyone want some Pizza Hut? So I'm gonna send the crash report. And there's a point where I realize I can't send the crash report because there's no Ethernet connected. And I'm like, oh, I think I can connect Ethernet. So I get this Ethernet, and I don't actually show where it comes from. It's actually the Ethernet that used to be plugged into my main computer. I thought about it for a second, and I was like, I think I can do this. I think I can unplug the Ethernet from my computer and plug it into the iMac. Forgetting that I was recording my audio onto my NAS, and it was only when I finished recording that I was like, oh, I've just fucked the whole recording because I've unplugged the Ethernet cable. And I thought, okay, it's not so bad. It's not so bad because I only did that in the second half of the recording, right? Not in the whole thing, only in the second half. So only that part is fucked. But as I pointed out earlier, there's actually no microphone here at all. And that's when I realized, actually, all the audio is fucked, because there's a first half where the microphone is completely in the wrong place. So I'm just sounding like this the whole time. And then in the second half, the segment just has no microphone audio whatsoever. It has camera audio, but that is even worse. That's god awful. It's terrible. In fact, I might even be able to give a demonstration of what that sounds like. So this is I think this is the camera audio. How's it sound, guys? What do you think? So the whole first segment basically had completely unusable audio. And I was like, shit. Because I felt like the recording had gone pretty well. And it wasn't scripted, so it was all live reaction. And I was like, well, so I can't just re-record the script. I'd have to do a live reaction a second time. Which is exactly what I did. When you see the camera in shot, it's take number 2. See, anytime you see the microphone in shot, it's take number 2. Anytime you don't see the microphone in shot, it's take 1, and I have ADR'd the audio in post. ADR, if you don't know, additional dialogue replacement. Any shot where you see me on screen and the microphone is not present in the shot, it's ADR. It's been dubbed in afterwards. Now, ADR is a common process in movies and TV shows. I don't think a lot of people ADR their YouTube videos. It really demonstrates how much of a painful perfectionist I am. So, this is all ADR. I mean, they did warn me. Yep, it's completely fake. It was all bad, this whole first take. So, the finished video is a combination of a second take, which wasn't quite as good as the first take. That's why this all needed to be done, is because the second take wasn't quite as good as the first take. And then a lot of ADR, and it was very, very depressing. Oh yeah, then the whole crash report section. Hey Tim. This! This was so annoying because not only did I have to match my lip movements, I also now had to type on a keyboard and match the keyboard sounds. Me again. I've been enjoying the first
ADR.
2 minutes.
The keyboard sounds are also ADR.
Halo, but have struggled to get
ADR.
the
So yeah,
good.
absolute nightmare.